This video is phase 1 of a series to help ensure a healthy low back. As with any exercise, obtain doctor clearance before exercise and perform a light warm-up first. This exercise will begin by lying on the ground on your back with your feet flat and knees bent. Movement will be very limited, primarily through the hips and the core. To perform, contract the core as if trying to pull your belly button to your spine, or imagine you're pressing the front of your spine to the ground while breathing normally. This position will be held and then relaxing to repeat on the next repetition. While performing the exercise, if you were to press the fingers into the side of the body, halfway across the stomach between the belly button and the side of the body, the fingers will feel the tightened or contracted muscles while you're holding that position earlier described. Again, contract, hold, ensure that the muscles are contracting, and then relax to repeat for multiple repetitions. This exercise will begin lying on the ground on your stomach with your hands under your shoulders. While keeping the hips on the ground, this exercise will be assisted by using your hands to press the upper body to a comfortable position. Then, while using the help of the hands, the torso will be lowered to the start position. Again, use the hands to slowly press the torso upward while keeping the hips on the ground, and then, while being assisted with the hands, lower the torso back to the start position to repeat. If comfortable with the exercise, it also can be amplified by pressing up with the hands, lifting the hands, and then slowing the body on the way down without the hands. So you would press up, using your hands as previously discussed, hold, lift the hands, and slow the body down without the hands on the way down. It's important as you press up, lift the hands, and lower yourself not to let the feet come up. This exercise will begin lying on your side with your knees bent about 90 degrees, with your feet placed in the position that there's a straight line from your shoulder to your hip and down to your feet. Then, with your arms in front of the body, to begin the movement, lift the knee while keeping the feet together. Essentially, the top knee will be lifted while the feet stay together, and the arms being out in front allow you to help ensure the hips don't move, nor does your torso. So try to keep your hands on top of one another as you lift the knee away from the other knee while keeping the feet together. This exercise will begin on your hands and your knees placed directly underneath your hip. You also want to place your hands directly underneath your shoulder. Then you'll contract the core, just like we did in the first exercise, as if trying to pull your belly button towards your spine. This will be a very small movement in which you will lift the hip up, causing the knee to come off the mat or the ground while keeping the toe on the ground. You alternate from side to side, lifting the hip, causing the knee to move while keeping the foot on the ground. Throughout the exercise, you'll keep your core engaged, and you should pull that belly button towards the spine. You should feel the core engaged, but you can also, in between repetitions, reach up, touch from the abdomen, and feel it engaged, and then repeat the movement. So in between reps, reach up, make sure it's engaged, and then repeat the movement. This exercise will begin on your hands and your knees placed directly underneath your hip. You also want to place your hands directly underneath your shoulder. Then you'll contract the core, just like we did in the first exercise, as if trying to pull your belly button towards your spine. During this exercise, you will lift one limb at a time, starting with your arm, straighten it out in front of you, then bring it back down. Then you'll proceed to the leg, lift it behind you in a straight line, and then bring it back down to the ground. Moving to the next leg, you'll extend it behind you to a straight line, bring it back down, and you'll next proceed to the other arm. Extend it out in front of you and bring it back down. Continue moving around the body, lifting one limb at a time while isolating the movement only to that limb. As you raise the leg, ensure that you extend it behind you and don't lift it higher than the shoulder or the buttocks. This will continue around the body without movement in any other area. This stretch begins on your hands and your knees, and you'll press back with pressing your hips over your feet as far as you feel comfortable while leaving your hands out in front. Then you return to the starting position and move one hand across to the other hand and press your hips back and away from your hand slightly at a diagonal and hold. Then, when you return back to the starting position, you move the other hand across to the other side, press the hips back at a slight diagonal, and hold. Each of these will be held for approximately 10 to 60 seconds each by performing multiple repetitions of each one.